Hey all, I just want to start off by saying that John Mayer lied to you. Your body is not a wonderland. One thing I learned about going through chemotherapy is that your body becomes a literal toxic wasteland. No other way to put it. All your body fluids are toxic. This made for a very interesting conversation with my nurse practitioner because I'm sitting there and she's going through this whole thing about, okay, what's going on, what happens when you're going through chemotherapy, do's and don'ts. And she's like, now, my parents, mom and dad, are both sitting in the room with me, and granted, I'm 38 years old, and it shouldn't be embarrassing, but it's one of those things where you suddenly feel like you're a little kid again. And the nurse just looks me right in the eyes and goes, okay, if you're going to have sexual intercourse, you must use a condom. I'm like, okay, thanks. I mean, I'm not anywhere near my wife, so I'm like, don't really have to worry about this. But then she goes, no, really, if you're going to have any sort of sexual intercourse, you must use a condom. I'm like, okay, got it. Besides that, a few other things. You really shouldn't prep other people's food when you're going through chemo, because the whole thing of every body secretion is toxic. Well, that includes your sweat. Get a sweat on your hands, going to make food, you're poisoning everyone around you. So just be aware of that. Another thing is bathroom use. Make sure you put the toilet seat down, flush twice, and just be aware of it. No matter what you do, everything that's coming out of you is toxic. It's just the way it is. Now, it's a very, very short PSA about this, but it's kind of one of the important ones because you will, poison everyone around you if you're not very careful about this. Don't share drinks with other people. Don't do other people's food prep. Prep your own food. Don't let any other people use it. I made the decision that no one was going to touch my laundry except for me because I didn't want to have anybody poisoned. My mom completely disregarded this because I was living and I was like, Mom, stop doing my laundry. You're going to get poisoned from this. And she's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, ah. So eventually I had to just do my laundry every couple of days before she can get to it, just so that this wouldn't happen. Yeah, from me to you, just be careful. You are literally a toxic wasteland. Also, just a quick word on the radioactivity. Me, it's pretty easy. They just shot radiation into my brain. So in that regard, I was not radioactive. But there are other cancers out there where they can insert a nuclear seed or a nuclear plaque near the cancer that they're trying to go for. Now, obviously, when you have that going on, you are radioactive. So this should be pretty self-evident, but I never leave anything a chance. Don't be around people. Don't prep other people's food. And chances are your doc, actually I'm pretty confident your doctor will tell you all of this stuff, and so I'm just going to keep this very, very short. I do have first-hand experience with this. My wife actually had ocular melanoma and had a nuclear plaque put in the back of her eyeball. I had to stay at least 5 feet away from her. Same with our animals, had to keep the cats away from her. I was moving house plants, I was just so you know. Radioactivity, if they put a plaque in you or any seeds, stay away from people. Okay. If you like what you see, like what you hear, subscribe to the page, make comments. If there's anything you want me to actually talk about, anything that I've learned, any questions you have, please leave it in the comment section and I can answer it. Because trust me, I have nothing but time on my hands. Yeah, when your doctor is like, oh, listen, you had part of your brain taken out, you're going to take 6 months off. You got a lot of time on your hands. All right, with that, have a good one, everyone.